He opened a door in darkness. A voice cried, "Shut it!" It was like a blow in the face. He jumped through. The door banged. He cursed himself quietly. Damn it. The voice, with dreadful impatience, intoned, "Jesus, you Twilliger?" "Yes," said Twilliger. A faint ghost of a screen haunted the dark theater wall to his right. To his left, a cigarette wove fireworks in the air as someone's lips talked swiftly around it. "You're 5 minutes late." Don't make it sound like 5 years, thought Twilliger. "Shove your film in the projection room door. Let's move." Twilliger squinted. He made out 5 vast lodge seats that exhaled, breathed heavily as amplitudes of executive light shifted, leaning towards the middle lodge where, almost in darkness, a little boy sat smoking. No, thought Twilliger, not a boy. That's him, Joe Clarence. Clarence the Great. For now the tiny mouth snapped like a puppet, blowing smoke. "Well?" Twilliger stumbled back to hand the film to the projectionist, who made a lewd gesture towards the lodges, winked at Twilliger, and slammed the booth door. "Jesus," sighed the tiny voice. A buzzer buzzed. "Roll it! Projection!" Twilliger probed the nearest lodge, struck flesh, pulled back, and stood biting his lips. Music leapt from the screen. His film appeared in a storm of drums. Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Thunder Lizard. Photographed in stop-motion animation with miniatures created by John Terwilliger. A study in life forms on Earth 1 billion years before Christ. Faint ironic applause came softly padding from the baby hands in the middle lodge. Twilliger shut his eyes. New music jerked him alert. The last titles faded into World of Primeval Sun, Mist, Poisonous Rain, and Lush Wilderness. Morning fogs were strewn along eternal seacoasts, where immense flying dreams and dreams of nightmare sighed the wind. Huge triangles of bone and rancid skin, of diamond eye-encrusted tooth, pterodactyls, the kites of destruction, plunged, struck prey, and skimmed away, meat and screams in their scissored mouths. Twilliger gazed fascinated. In the jungle foliage now, shiverings, creepings, insect jitterings, antenna twitchings, slime locked in oily fatted slime, armored skin to armor. In the sun glade and shadow moved the reptilian inhabitants of Twilliger's mad remembrance of vengeance-given flesh and panic-taking wing. Brontosaur, Stegosaur, Triceratops. How easy the clumsy tonnages of names fell from one's lips. The great brutes swung like ugly machineries of war and dissolution through moss ravines, crushing 1,000 flowers at one footfall, snouting the mist, ripping the sky in half with one shriek. My beauties, thought Twilliger, my little lovelies, all liquid latex, rubber sponge, ball-socketed steel architecture, all night dreamed, clay molded, warped and welded, riveted, slapped alike by hand. No bigger than my fist, half of them, the rest no larger than this head they sprang from. Good Lord, said a soft, admiring voice in the dark. Step by step, frame by frame of film, stop motion by stop motion. He, Twilliger, had run his beasts through their postures, moved each a fraction of an inch, photographed them, move them another hair, photograph them for hours and days and months. Now these rare images, this 800 scant feet of film, rushed through the projector. And lo, he thought, I'll never get used to it. Look, they come alive. Rubber, steel, clay, reptilian latex sheath, glass eye, porcelain fang, all ambles, trundles, strides, and terrible prides, through continents as yet unmanned, by seas as yet unsalted, 1 billion years lost away. They do breathe. They do smite the air with thunders. Oh, uncanny. I feel, thought Terwilliger, quite simply, that there stands my garden, and these, my animal creations, which I love on this 6th day, and tomorrow, the 7th, I must rest. Lord, said a soft voice again. Terwilliger almost answered, yes? This is beautiful footage, Mr. Clarence, the voice went on. Maybe, said the man with the boy's voice. Incredible animation. I've seen better, said Clarence the Great. Terwilliger stiffened. He turned from the screen, where his friends lumbered into oblivion from butcheries wrought on architectural scales. For the first time he examined his possible employees. Beautiful stuff. The praise came from an old man who sat himself far across the theater, his head lifted forward in amazement towards that ancient life. It's Jerky, look there. The strange boy in the middle of the lodge half rose, pointing with his cigarette in his mouth. Hey, was that a bad shot? You see? Yes, said the old man, tired suddenly, fading back in his chair. I see. Terwilliger crammed his hotness down upon a suffocation of swiftly moving blood. Jerky, said Joe Clarence. White light, quick numerals, darkness. The music cut. The monsters vanished. Glad that's over, Joe Clarence exhaled. Almost lunchtime. Throw in the next reel. Walter, that's all. Terwilliger. Silence. Terwilliger. Silence. Is that dumb bunny still here? Here. Terwilliger ground his fists on his hips. Oh, said Joe Clarence. It's not bad, but don't get any ideas about money. A dozen guys came here yesterday to show us stuff is good, or better, than yours. Tests for our new film. Prehistoric Monster. Leave your bid in an envelope with my secretary. Same door out as he came in. Walter, what the hell are you waiting for? Roll the next one. In darkness, Terwilliger barked his shins on a chair. Groped for and found the door handle. Gripped it tight. Tight. Behind him, the screen exploded. An avalanche fell in great flowerings of stone. Whole cities of granite, immense edifices of marble piled, broke, and flooded down. In this thunder, he heard voices from the week ahead. We'll pay you $1,000, Terwilliger. But I need $1,000 for my equipment alone. Look, we're giving you a break. Take it or leave it. With the thunder dying, he knew he would take, and he knew he would hate it. Only when the avalanche had drained off into the silence behind him, and his own blood had raced to the inevitable decision and stalled in his heart, did Terwilliger pull the immensely weighted door with a step forth into the terrible, raw, light of day.